One of the most interesting but sometimes challenging aspects of a tree planting project is species selection. The questions we need to ask here are: what's the desired end product? What species is capable of producing it? And can I successfully grow that species on my site? Although there are some versatile species out there, if you think about it in car terms, it's a bit like an SUV. Performs great in most places, but some sites are just going to be too difficult for it. And in the case of trees, your choice of species can be quite narrow. Areas known for severe frosts, sites with poor drainage, and areas with an impeding rock layer not far below the surface are just some examples. In most cases though, there will be at least a few choices, but all come with a degree of compromise which it's important to understand. Hence, once we arrive at these choices, some further but more specific questions might be relevant. Does this species unduly increase fire risk? To what extent can it tolerate livestock rubbing against it? Again, tapping into others' knowledge and experience and determining how these factors may apply to your specific situation is important here. Species that produce hardwood timber are likely to continue to be sought after, and domestic supply of these is currently low, with no substantial resource in the pipeline. Some versatile non-durable species have an existing and very large market with equally large growers supplying it. Radiata pine is a prime example. It can be grown successfully on a broad range of sites, but for the smaller grower, the question of scale needs to be considered. Will I be able to find a buyer for a relatively small amount of a product and still make a profit? Another consideration is stand thinning. This necessary intervention, conducted to allow site resources to be concentrated on the final crop of best trees, usually occurring about midway through a rotation, generates product that ideally more than covers the cost of the operation. Species selection will influence this, with more durable species likely to offer more options in terms of valued product, including posts, pickets, stakes and firewood. It can be appealing to interplant different species for aesthetic reasons and to achieve a more natural looking stand. While this is fine and up to personal choice, it is important to understand that this will make pruning and managing your stand a more complicated and time-consuming procedure compared to planting in single species rows.